Okay, page 239. So, look, I'm just going to give you the rules to save some time here, okay? Normally I would go through this, and it's not a proof, it just kind of illustrates it. But here are the product and quotient laws of logarithms. So if you are logging two numbers, m times n, they're being multiplied together, that is the same as adding the logs of each number separately. And if you are dividing, that's the same as subtracting them. Okay? So log of m times n is equal to log base a of m plus log base a of n. Dividing, subtracting the logs. It's like exponent laws because they're tied to it. All right? If you're dividing, you're subtracting. If you're multiplying, you're adding. One thing I have to say is this law, people will confuse it with this. It's not the same thing. All right? This is not the same as that. It's a big distinction. These are logs being divided. This is one log with the arguments being divided. Okay, there's a big distinction between those two things. All right, so we're just going to practice this. So what we can do now is we can have expressions with multiple logs in them and combine them down and simplify them to get a single answer. So log base 2 of 12 minus log base 2 of 3. If the bases are the same, you can add them or multiply the arguments, right? So this, we're subtracting, is dividing. So this becomes a single logarithm, log base 2, and divide the arguments. So 12 over 3. What's 12 divided by 3? 4. Can 4 be made into base 2? So what's my answer here? 2. All right, B. Now we have 3 things. First 2 are being added. If you're being added, what do you do with the arguments? You multiply them. The bases all have to be the same, and they are in this case, 6. So this is going to be log base 6 of 9 times 8. I'm going to write out step by step, but you can go faster or shortcut some stuff. What's 9 times 8? 72. So log base 6 of 72 minus log base 6 of 2. Now we're subtracting. So what does that mean we're doing with the arguments? Dividing. Log base 6. 72 over 2 is 36. What's my answer? 2. Does that make sense? Okay, you could have done it in one step. I'll show you here. You could have, John, I'm adding. So those are going to be multiplied. 9 times 8. And if you're subtracting, that means you're dividing. So whatever you're subtracting, the argument goes in the denominator. So you could have done that. And then just gone 9 times 8 is 72. 72 divided by 2 is 36. And done it a lot faster. And gone straight to there. Okay. that okay? All right, next one. Write these as a single logarithm. So the first thing you do is look at the bases. Are the bases all the same? Yes, they're all x. It's a variable. We don't care as long as they are the same. So now we have to combine them. If you are adding, you are multiplying. So that means, I know that's a minus sign, but this is all in brackets too. I can combine the ones in the brackets too. So this can become, what's 10 times 75? 750. Log base x is 750 minus 2 times 3 is 6. Log base x of 6. We are dividing, or we're subtracting, so we are dividing. 750 divided by 6 is 125. Oh, excuse me. Okay, evaluate if x is equal to 5. So somebody already said it, 3. If I put a 5 in there, I know that 125 is 5 cubed. So you know it's 3. All right. Write these as a single logarithm. We're going to do it in one step. If we are adding, we are what? Multiplying. So log base b 2 times 3. Anything being subtracted is divided, right? So they go to the denominator. So you can put a 6 and an 8 like that. What's 2 times 3? 6. So it'll cancel the 6 in the denominator, right? So I'm left with log base b. If you cancel everything up top, what's left? 1 of 1/8. Is that okay? If I make b 2, what is the answer? Sorry? -3, because the 1/8, I want to flip it up, and 8 can be made into base 2, which is 2 cubed. So -3. All right. Log base 2 of x plus log base 2 of 2x plus the, okay. We're going to combine all these. So everything with an x. We're going to combine, because these are our choices here. I don't know why they did this. So we're going to leave this one by himself because it's a y. So if we're adding, we are multiplying. If we're subtracting, we are dividing. X times 2x over x squared. Anything you're subtracting drops down to the numerator. What's x times 2x? 2x squared. X squared should cancel. So what's my answer? Which one of these choices? Right? Sorry, you have to choose between one of these. Sorry. What does log base 2 of 2 become? Just 1, right? Because the bases match, so it's just 1 minus log base 2 of y. So it's D. All right. Are there any questions about that? If you were adding, you were multiplying the arguments. If you were subtracting, you are dividing the arguments. These are very, very important. Please do 1, 2, and 3. Please.